If I had to whittle down my collection into one makeup bag, this would be it. And it literally is it because I left all my makeup back in Toronto. I am in Mexico right now, and I'm not really sure if I'm like moving forever. This is literally my favorite makeup products. This is all I brought, and I left the rest of my makeup in Toronto. This is gonna be a full face of my ride or die, go hard makeup products. So let's get started. Oh yeah, I do. My sister just told me that I had a crease on my eyelid, and I was literally just about to rave about this product. This is the La Roche-Posay, This is La Roche-Posay skin tint, but also it is a sunscreen, and I love this, except apparently it creases on the eyelids, and this is literally all I'm wearing right now. It just makes my skin look really flawless, but obviously don't put this on your eyelids. This Giorgio Armani concealer is literally the best. It doesn't crease, it looks natural, it's not too shiny, it's not too matte. It just looks like skin. Sometimes I find when I take off my foundation, my skin feels like, oh my God, thank God that's over. You know what I mean? And I don't get that feeling with this. I totally just forget that it's on my face. I did this like line right beside my eye just to like snatch everything up and make everything look like a little bit more pulled back. So next is this Tarte Shape Tape Glow Wand. I love this stuff. I think it's meant to be a concealer. Actually, I'm not 100% sure, but I would never use it as a concealer because this is so glowy, so wet and juicy, and if you do put it under here, it just kind of makes your eyes look a little bit more hollow than they actually are, and obviously that's not the vibe we're going for. I just kind of put it anywhere where I would highlight, and now I'm just gonna press it into the skin, and it honestly blends in 2 seconds. And look how beautiful that is. Okay, now let's do some blush. This is the most random ass blush. I got this, oh, you can kind of see, can you kind of see my mic? I got this in Indonesia. I love going to different countries and just trying out what makeup is available there. This is the Silky Girl Cool Chic stick, I don't know. My thing is it kind of smells like a little bit fishy. I think it's gone off. But it's really, really nice. It blends out beautifully. It's like this huge pop of color. I don't have anything that looks quite as vibrant and bright and healthy as this. Like, are we seeing this? Is this not the same, like this is the same color as this? It's crazy. It just blends out really nicely. Jesus. That's done. So annoyed. This is one of my brow pens that I bought just before coming out, and I guess the cap fell off in my makeup bag, so now it's dry. But honestly, I'm not mad at it because now I'm relieved of this pain because I actually hated this and I was like, shit, I'm gonna have to use it up. Goodbye. Not mad at it. Oh, did I hit the dog? So Smashbox many years ago, and I hope they still have it because it's so good, but they came out with a step-by-step contour kit. If you are the type of person, you're not like trying to sit there in front of the mirror for 40 years doing your makeup, this is the bronzer that you need. It blends in 2 seconds. I am so impatient when it comes to this, like contouring this area, because it's such a big area, but I do want it to be snatched, and I find that this like cuts my time. Like I literally do this in 2 seconds. Let me just show you, Like, look how scary that is. Normally, I would not put this much bronzer, but you'll see the way it blends out. It's like foolproof. You can't really make a mistake here. The Revolution Luxury Baking Powder in the color Banana. This isn't necessarily like one of my favorite setting powders, but I just want you to see that it does brighten under the eye. So I'm gonna take like a little pointed brush. Oh my God. So this is so much brighter, and this is just a little bit more natural, depending on what kind of a look you want. Like for me, actually, this might be a little much, but I just wanted you to see how much of a difference it does make. It is a loose powder, and it can get a little messy, but if you pour it into the cap, it's not a huge deal. Okay, I got this mascara in a BoxyCharm. I didn't like it at first, but I noticed how buildable it is, and now I freaking love it. I found it to be like very volumizing and lengthening and separating and curling for a tubing mascara. Do you guys ever like favor an eye for your eyelashes? I find that I always put more effort and love into this eye, and then I kind of like, I'm like, meh, for this one. Okay, now for the brows, I just wanted to zoom you in because I have a very specific routine here. First, let me just check that there isn't any falafel in my teeth. I think we're good. Speaking of falafel, I'm a bit of a risk taker when it comes to eating abroad. I'm like, let me just try all the flavors. And thus, I got really, really sick. I was over the toilet and I was like, call the doctor. we got a doctor to come to the house, I said to my sister, I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna laugh again. Like, I thought I was gonna die. I thought I was gonna die. So, yeah, I don't really know what did it for me, but there was definitely a couple of like suspect places that I ate at that I probably shouldn't have gone to. Like some hole-in-the-wall establishments, you know what I mean? So, but was it worth it? No, it wasn't worth it. I used to be obsessed with this MAC brow pen, and it's a great product, but then I discovered this NYX Lift and Snatch brow pen. This gives you very defined hair-like strokes, and I like this even more because the tip is so fine. So basically what I do is so I shave half my eyebrow off, and then that gives me more like space to do a more straight brow, because my brow, and this is like a hot tip if you have like an arched brow and you want to make it more straight, I shave off the tail and then fake it out to the edge. See how things are like just a little bit more straight now? Then I go in with my e.l.f. Wow Brow. This is like freaking amazing. I do have quite mousy hair, and it matches my roots really nicely. If it's too brown, like too warm, I don't like that very much. And this is in the color deep brown. So if you got hair like me, this is gonna be your shade. Look at the difference. See how this is very straight, and now everything looks more like snatched? This is like a little bit more droopy, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's the products for me. This Lise Watier lip liner in the color Nude Blush, this stays on all day. Now the reason I like this is because it does a really good job of faking a fuller top lip. See how I have a really heavy Cupid's bow? I'm gonna just put a little circle on top, and it's gonna make everything look a lot more pouty. And that's on the Lise Watier Waterproof Lip Crayon in Nude Blush. Lip Crayon? This stays on all day. So you know sometimes when you like fake something about your appearance, like whether it's like making your brow longer or your lip rounder, and then it kind of like starts to fade, and then you feel like caught in the act a little bit. Do you know what I mean? So this does not fade, which makes me feel very confident in overlining my lips. Okay, finally, this Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. When I say shiny, shiny, I mean shiny, shiny. But I like this kind of clear. Sometimes when things are too opaque, it just looks a little bit like mature. You know what I mean? It looks like I'm a secretary at your school and I'm giving you a late notice. Like it looks a little too womanly. And sometimes I just like a little bit more a late notice. What am I talking about? This looks like it would be a little bit too frosty almost, but this color actually is quite clear. It doesn't come off like that pink. It wouldn't look like concealer lips or anything. And I just find that it gives a nice pouty vibe. I just put it right in the center, and then that way it doesn't look like overpowering, doesn't look like a glossy mess. It just kind of is attracting attention right in the middle pout section. That is pretty much it. These are the products that I would use every single day of my life for the rest of my life if I had to get rid of my entire makeup collection. Actually, there's one more thing that I didn't mention. I just looked at it out of the corner of my eye, and that is the Brow Gal gel. So the only thing about this is that this flakes. I have my own beauty brand, and I tried to make our brow gel just like this, but better. And if I do say so myself, it is just like this, but better, because it doesn't flake. I love this because it keeps your brows looking fluffy forever. Because look at all this volume that it's giving me. Look. And it's gonna keep it that way for the rest of the day. But yeah, that's it. This is the face that I would be wearing for the rest of my life if I only had this many makeup products. Hopefully you guys found this fun to watch me put on my face. Make sure that you're hitting subscribe if you want to see more videos just like this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!